Let me ask you something. Have you ever known a relationship was hurting you, but still couldn't leave? You knew it wasn't healthy. You knew you deserved better, but somehow you stayed. And the craziest part, it didn't even feel like a choice anymore. It felt like you were stuck. Today, we are talking about why living toxic love feels almost impossible and why so many people stay, even when it's destroying them. First, let's get one thing clear. If you have ever struggled to leave a toxic relationship, you are not weak, you are human. Because toxic love doesn't trap you with chains, it traps you with memory, it traps you with hope, it traps you with attachment. And those are way harder to break than anything physical. Toxic love works like an addiction. It's not just pain, it is pain mixed with pleasure. One day they hurt you, the next day they apologize. One moment you are crying, the next moment they are loving you like nothing happened. And that cycle, it confuses your brain because now you are not just attached to the person, you are addicted to the high and low. You start chasing the good moments even if they are rare. This is where most people get it stuck. Hope. You keep telling yourself they will change, things will get better, maybe this is just a phase. So you stay, not because it's good, but because you believe it could be. And that hope, it become a trap. Because instead of seeing reality, then there is this feelings. I have already invested so much time, energy, emotion. You have built memories, shared experience. So walking away feel like losing everything. But here's the truth most people avoid. Staying longer won't fix what has already been broken. It just make it harder to live later. This is deeper than feelings. It is physiological. What you are experiencing is something called trauma bonding. It happens when someone hurts you, but is also the same person who comforts you. So your brain link pain with love. The person causing your wounds feel like the only person who can heal them. That is why living feels like withdrawal, not just heartbreak, but emotional detox. And then come fear. Fear of being alone, fear of starting all over again, fear that you won't find better person. So even when the relationship is painful, it still feels safer than the unknown, because at least here you know what to expect. Pain becomes familiar, and familiarity feels like comfort. Another reason it feels impossible, you have lost yourself in the relationship. Your happiness depends on them, your mood depends on them, your sense of worth depends on them. So leaving them feels like losing a part of yourself. And that is why it is not just a breakup. It feels like starting life all over again. But here's the truth you need to hear. Love is not supposed to feel like constant confusion, pain, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion. Relationship take work, but they are not supposed to break you. Staying in something toxic doesn't make you loyal. It makes you trapped. And the longer you stay, the more you lose yourself. So, how do you start living? Not all at once, but step by step. Step by being honest with yourself. Stop romanticizing the good moments. Talk to someone you trust. Create space. Choose yourself. even when it's hard, because healing doesn't start when they change. It starts when you decide you have had enough. Leaving toxic love feel impossible until one day you realize staying is what actually destroying you. So ask yourself, are you holding on to love, or are you holding on to pain? If this spoke to you, comment I deserve better. Follow for more real truth about love.